Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, welcome back to the Iron Man project. Today we are going to be redoing the oil pan seal. And what you need is, first of all, we want to drain the plug, so what you need is a 5/8 socket wrench. Doesn't have to be a deep impact socket wrench, just any old one would do. Then these two is a 7/16 and a 1/2 inch deep impact socket wrench for the oil pan itself. I'm actually kind of boggled to why I need two different ones, but this is a 96G that we're talking about. So, and then I got a torque wrench, obviously, so when we get done replacing the seal, we can torque the bolts to the specifications for the bolts. Now, I don't know if you can see it here. I got it, the torque is at 20 inches per pound for it. Now, that's what I got out of Haynes' manual book. Obviously, iPro is important. Don't want a bit of oil flaking your eye while you're trying to change out the oil and oil pan. These are snap-ups. Just make it easier to put the seal in when you actually take the oil pan off. And obviously you got 6 quarts of oil plus an extra one. Always need that extra one just in case after you run the vehicle you just need to top it up a little bit. Also, we're changing the oil filter. Got a Bosch oil filter for that. And obviously you need a place to hold the old oil as well. So without further ado, well, first off, what we'll do is we'll drain the old oil. Backtrack. We'll let the vehicle run idle for a little bit just to get the oil hot and kind of, I guess, what you say, loosen up around the parts of the engine, so all the old oil actually will drain completely out, and when we put the new oil, none of the old oil and new oil will mix. I mean, obviously there'll be some, but not as much. And then after we're done with that, turn the vehicle off, and then we'll actually drain the old oil out. Once that's done, we will actually come up over here, and as you can see, that's this right here, the old oil pan, and there's 2 bolts there, and all along there are several bolts. I'm guessing about 20 to 24 bolts on the oil pan itself. So there'll be, quite a bit of bolt action. That's why I got, hang on, so I got this little guy here. Is actually magnetic, as you can tell, so it'll be easier to keep track of the bolts, place right there, or it'll be funny, place right there, but we'll just have it right there. Keep it in there, keep all the bolts, and then there's our actual oil pan that will hold, oil will go in. Sorry about that. So without further ado, let's get started. Oh, you done? Alright, so what we're about to do here, first of all, I just wanted to correct a small mistake. When I said inch per pound, I actually meant foot per pound. Please Lord, don't do inch per pound. That would be very bad for your vehicle. So what we're about to do now, we're about to drain the oil with the oil plug. I got my 5/8 of an inch deep impact socket wrench. Like I said, you don't have to use this type of wrench. It's just what I have handy with my torque wrench. So right now, try to get it without burning myself. That's the preferred way to do it. Alright, hang on. What's happening right here? Now, there we go. Finally got it. Alright. Now, another tip is to, because you did leave the engine left it idling, so when you use your fingers like I'm doing right now, be very careful when the oil comes out because it's going to be hot, as I'm pretty sure all of you already know. So slowly take it out. Now, a good point is also, if you're doing this without stands, have the vehicle kind of at a slight incline so all the oil can and will come out. And you can see it's starting to drip. Now, I'm going to not be behind it. I don't want oil on my face. So now what I'm going to do is keep turning it. And oh, and there it goes. You want to get the bolt kind of out. It's alright, you can leave it in, but kind of want to get it out. Has all that oil. Then you just let it drain. See how black it is? It definitely needed an oil change. So just let it drain. Go. Love the smell of oil in the morning. Alright, so since the oil is now completely, absolutely drained, I would give this about 5 minutes for it to be completely drained. We are ready to take the oil pan off. And of course, safety first. And let's begin. Now you want to start off with the 7/16 deep impact with a extension on it. You get up in here, take it, you start undoing until you get to it by hand. It's coming in. Bam, one done. Now I'll go on to the next one. Until it's hand. Take it off by hand. No, that's not really. And now, got it. You just take it off. Bam, there you go. 2 down. 26 more to go. Alrighty. Well, we finally got the oil pan out. As you can tell, it's it was a little bright there. It's not too bad. Here it was. Hang on. Alright. So there's the old ceiling floor. As you can tell, it's been chewed up. No, I just broke it. And then you got the back right here. So it was about time to replace it, which was good. Now I'll show you a little inside. Alright, so we got piston right there. You know, and then piston right there. As you can tell, here's the there's the oil pump. Oop, sorry. Well, as you can tell, sucks up from the oil pan, sucks it up into actual engine, and obviously lubricates all the whole engine block. Now, there was one bolt that was tricky, and as you can tell, we had to take off the exhaust on, but well, not completely take it off, but unbolt it from the exhaust manifold to the main body. That wasn't a big deal. Two simple bolts, about what was it, 5/8? Yeah, it was a 5/8 inch bolt or socket, I should say. It's simple, maybe cause a little, 5-minute delay, nothing too much. So we did that, and then I will want to warn you guys, I should say, hang on. When you completely drain the oil pan, as you can tell, there is still oil in the oil pan. I found out that the hard way. Just leave you guessing for that. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take these right here. First of all, we're gonna clean up the old oil pan a little bit. Wipe it down with some paper towels. Do not use water, because you don't want water mixing with the oil. That would be terrible. So we're gonna just put these up in the oil pan. Put the new filter on top of the oil pan. Bolt it back up. Use 20 foot per pound on the torque wrench to tighten all 28 bolts back together. There is about 6 bolts we have to use for a 1/2 inch socket, but the rest should be 7/16 socket, for the rest of the bolts. Now let's see. Then after we finish putting back the oil pan, we're going to change out the oil filter. Right now I'm just threading in the new seal, like so. That way it can hang, because you want the seal to be exactly perfect. You don't want it to be off a little bit, or not properly on the oil pan, or the seal won't properly work. So what this allows us to do is to screw it in from the top end and allow the seal to be in perfectly placed and let it hang. So then what we'll do is then we'll maneuver the oil pan back onto it while the seal is perfectly in line. Put it through these. There's four of these, 2 in front, 2 in the back. Put it through here, and then there's little clips right here, and what we'll do is it'll clip and allow the oil pan to kind of hang there for a little bit. I'll still have someone holding the oil pan would be still advised, because obviously these are flimsy plastics versus a metal object. Not really very good. So what we'll do is we'll do this to the full board, 4 bolts, torque it, and then do the rest of the bolts for the oil pan, and then it should be good to go.